Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back once again to TCR, Trinity Competitive Racing, and we are back with you guys tonight for round 8 of season 13 in the Platinum class of TCR. So welcome everyone to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, and it's the Yas Marina circuit here tonight, greeting us with 16 corners, 5.2 kilometers for a single lap, and yeah, 28 laps to go for a 50% race. But before that, we're here for qualifying. We're watching Iko Biko as he's about to start a fast lap with an Alpine in front of him for a little bit of traffic. We'll see how he does, but it's myself, Blind Machine, with you guys here tonight in the comm booth. And I'm very excited tonight because I've got a really special co-commentator back again. It's the one that keeps rocking the nation, Mr. Sensation. How's it going?
Hey, Blaine, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm really happy here that you're back in the booth. You've been away for a little while, but you're back for a really exciting race. What are you expecting here tonight?
A lot of comedy, chaos, and triumph and tragedies. That's what I'm expecting. But no, I'm expecting a good race as well. So. Yeah.
Well, definitely. So basically what you're saying is we're in for a repeat of last week at Jeddah. That was one of the craziest races in quite a long time. If you guys have not seen that one, I definitely recommend it. If you want a good laugh, just make sure you're sitting on something comfy when you fall over.
Definitely, because Jeddah was pretty high speed. I mean, not taking anything away from this track as well, but hopefully we won't get the same thing. But you know, they say lightning can strike twice.
Yeah, I think this track has a little bit more runoff space, so we might not get 5 safety cars in a single race, and 4 of them coming in the first 7 laps or 12 laps, whatever it was. We spent about 60% of the race under safety car conditions. It was a very, very crazy race, as we just watched Iko Biko set quite a fast time there, a 1:35.0 on a set of soft tires. Mick Chicken with a 1:37.6 in third place right now with a medium tire. Most of us in silver and in gold class went for the 2-stop here tonight, but there were a couple of guys that tried to do the 1-stop on the mediums that they did end up quite far ahead. If you were driving tonight, what do you think you would have done, Mr. Sensation?
I would probably stay with the same strategy with the medium tires and go through 2-stop strategy if anything. Is a 1-stop possible is the question. Could you pull off a 1-stop? Granted, if there's no safety cars.
Yeah, I think that would be possible from a medium to a hard.
But nobody likes to be on the hard tire, though.
Yeah, I mean, those hard tires on certain tracks, they work well, but on other tracks they don't. So it's kind of a hit and miss sometimes. Abu Dhabi is one of those tracks that they might work. So we'll see if that is the case. But still, I think we might get 1 or 2 safety cars. And depending on where they come out, some people might be able to gain some positions in terms of pit strategy. So I'll be excited for that. I'll tell you the truth. I went for the simple way around here, which is basically going for a soft, medium, and I was supposed to put on the soft tire at the end when that late safety car came out, but the game decided to spice things up for me a little bit and put me back on a used set of medium tires. So yeah, I still ended up in P3, so I'm still happy with that. I'll take that podium. But it was a crazy race for the silver class as well. There was a lot of battling. There was a couple of safety cars, a couple of VSCs. Golden class last night was quite eventful as well, but nothing too crazy. So let's see what the platinum brings in.
Oh yeah, it should be a good one. I also noticed too, between both classes, and even just now looking on board with Cam. The rear end on that last corner, people have a tendency to slide out. I noticed that in the qualifier earlier from the last 2 classes, and just watching Cam just now. You think that's going to be a pretty factor with the oversteer or understeer?
The last corner, yeah, it tweaks you a little bit, but it's not nothing too crazy. I'll tell you what, though, the first sector on these new cars, and after the updates that they've put in on the game, you can't do them flat out anymore. Unless you are running like Monaco style setup, you're not going to be able to run flat out in Sector 1 throughout, especially turn 1, 2, and 3, and into 4. You can lose the back end very, very easily, and we've seen that done by a couple of guys. And then the other problem area that I see is turns 6 and 7. So right at the end of the back straight, right after the DRS zone, you have a huge braking zone, and then you have to come up this tiny little bit of a hill through the chicane. That's been catching people out.
That's true. That has been catching people out. I really thought they would do the current update of this track, but I guess we have to wait till the 2022 game for that.
Yeah, hopefully they'll add that in for next year. I see a couple of comments coming in the chat there. CSC Shack is saying, my boys on commentary. Well, thank you so much. I'm not sure who you are from the league, but we appreciate your support. And everybody else who's watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in already. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We race 3 times a week. This is our Platinum class. This is the top tier. They have no assists on, and they are going absolutely balls to the wall pretty much with everything they've got here in Abu Dhabi. Let's watch on board here with Sequent as he's starting now the back straight out of turn 5 and running into turn 6. We're going to see that chicane that we were talking about just a second ago as he's going to smash the brake pedal just after the 100-meter brake board, and he makes it look really easy through there, getting a really smooth, nice run, and opens up the DRS again for the second time on the track. And now he's going to finish up the second sector, and that's 2 purple sectors in a row for Sequent on his first run here tonight in qualifying. Let's see if he can keep that going as he makes his way now through 13 and 14 and into 15 and 16 now. Smashing the brake once again into turn 16 there to make sure to rotate the car. Or sorry, that was 14. And now coming into 15 and 16 to finish off the lap. And last corner, let's see how he keeps it. He does a pretty good job through there. Just a little bit of a wiggle.
Wow, second.
P2 just missed out by, what was that, 16 thousandths of a second. So he was very, very close there. B-Tom is out for an up lap. We have 007 Professional on an out lap. And Bats Plus as well. Who do you have your money on here tonight for pole position?
Ooh, for pole position, I think it's going to be between Ickle Bickle and I say Sequent.
All right, so you're not counting B-Tom in this. That's an interesting one. Okay.
No. It's no, I'm not counting him. It's anybody's game, but that's what my gut feeling is going with right now is those 2.
All right, fair enough. Let's see what those 2 guys are going to do. We're watching Bats Plus now as he's making his way into now turn 5 and out of turn 5 and makes it look pretty nice through there. And that is, I didn't see a sign through sector 1 for some reason, but we're going to see a sign through sector 2 as he's going to come into turn 6 now at the end of the straight. And he does a pretty good job rotating the car through there as well. A little bit slower than we saw Sequent go around there. So you got to be a little bit gentler depending on the setup that you're running. And now he's about to finish sector 2. And that was briefly a purple sector there, but it disappeared. But that was 7/10 quicker than his current time. So he's definitely found a lot of time here in qualifying. There's a yellow sector in sector 3, or yellow flag. We still got 6 minutes to go in qualifying, so it's still anyone's game, as Mr. Sensation just mentioned.
Definitely is. The question, due to the fact of last week's chaotic ending. What happens to the Sea Freeze and who's the other driver that got caught in that? I can't think of the name.
Right at the end of the race?
Yes.
On the last lap. So the penalty that B-Tom, the penalty that Sea Freeze got for making contact with B-Tom got reversed. And B-Tom got a 5-second penalty at the end of that race as his penalty for making that contact, pretty much. I think he also got a penalty point added to his driver's license, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually double check on that right now. So I'm going to go to the Platinum Stewards' decisions. So...
we got a collision there.
Oh, yeah, I saw that was a big one.
Oh, man, he's trying to... Oh, yeah, he got disqualified.
Oh, no, he crashed into the pit wall.
Yeah.
And his car is now stuck there, and other cars are trying to get into the pits as well, and I don't think they'll be able to.
No, they will. He just moved. Well,
all right.
just moved it for him.
And now he's gonna be retired here on the side of the track. We do have a new pole position time with a 1:34.6. But yes, going back to the decision, it was a 5-second penalty to Tasmanian Devil, or B-Tom, and 2 penalty points added to his driver's license.
Okay, and Sea Freeze is clear.
Yes, Sea Freeze got his 5-second penalty removed, and I think he was promoted up to like P6 because of that or something like that. But he still only got a few points, obviously. They were battling for the lead if you guys were not watching that race. As B-Tom now sets a purple sector 1 by about a tenth, about a tenth of a second there. Let's watch him as he goes for another quick lap here. 4 minutes to go in qualifying. All right, and Mr. Sensation, who do you think, other than, you said Ickle Bickle and Sequid battling it out for pole position. What about the race? Who do you think we're going to see in terms of the racing on the podium?
I would say I'm going with the Ickle Bickle, Sequid, and Lato. With
all right.
The mystery man being Cam.
Very interesting choices there. Very interesting. We will see how it goes. As B-Tom was, I think he was a little bit faster in Sector 2 as well. He's about to finish out the lap. He's coming into the last corner now. He's currently second in P2. And he just manages to get pole position by about a tenth there. Very well done. Silent is on an out lap. Ickle Bickle is getting ready to go for another hot one as well. Let's jump on board with him as he just starts his lap right now going into turn 1. And we are running strict limits here tonight, but this track is a little bit more forgiving. You can take a little bit of curb, but in certain corners you can get those warnings very, very easily. As Ickle Bickle now into turn 3 and 4. Very well done. Purple through Sector 1. So Ickle Bickle back on the contention for pole position once again.
Nice. Okay. Oh no. I keep hating bringing it up, but due to the fact of last week's incident, what would you had rule it for this race as far as both of those guys starting, Sea Freeze and B-Tom? You know, would they start at the back of the grid in your opinion, or would you just let it be a race incident and just play it the way it is?
I mean, honestly, I think the stewards called it pretty well. I kind of agree with that decision. I might have, if I was in the steward seat, I might have given them a little bit more of a penalty for that, but honestly I think it's fair enough. As Ickle Bickle there has to abort his lap, he unfortunately made a little bit of a mistake there, ran a little bit wide, and that is his lap over. Silent, switching over on board with him. But yeah, I think 5 seconds and 2 penalty points was fair enough for B-Tom. Seafreeze, managed to finish ahead of him and got a few more points. Yeah, but I mean, it was still a very silly incident, but they were both very aggressive going into that last corner, so I think they both paid a fair price.
Okay.
Alright, if you guys are watching on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you guys if you've already subscribed to the channel, because we've had some new subscribers coming this season. We really appreciate your support. Check out the links in the description. We've got some exciting news. We've got merch available now. You can get TCR hats, hoodies. Yeah, absolutely. You can get them with your custom name and your custom number on them as well. You can pick out to support one of the drivers if you like. We have t-shirts, we have pants, like track pants, and what else? Mugs. Yes, we've got all of that. The link is in the description. Also, check out the links there for our affiliate sponsors. Fanatec, obviously, as always, they've been a huge supporter for quite a few seasons now. And also our new sponsor for Season 13, Drink Alchemy. Check out the link there to their website and use the code TCR for 10% off at the checkout on all of your purchases there. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. Back to the qualifying. The time is now all completed, but whoever's on the lap can finish it out. B-Tom is retired from the session. He's sitting in pole position with a 134.553. Silent is only 10 thousandths of a second or so behind, but he invalidated his lap, and so does Sequid. He invalidates as well, so the best he can do is going to be P3. Let's jump on board with Bats Plus. He's on a slightly used set of soft tires. He's coming into the last couple of corners now. He's got a little bit of traffic in front, but it's far ahead that it's not affecting him too much. He runs a little bit wide into the last corner as Dreamsy crashes on the exit of the penultimate corner, and Bats Plus crosses the line and stays 5th. So I think B-Tom is going to get pole position here tonight.
Oh, man. I tell you what, though, I'm the guy I really want to see improve. I know he can. It's just he's just having a lot of bad luck as Chatty Duck.
Absolutely, yeah, I gotta agree with you. Chatty had a great season last season. He was, I think, in the top 5 at the end of the season there, but yeah, didn't get off to a good start in season 13, and unfortunately, getting very unlucky with incidents getting in his way and bad qualifying as well. So, yeah, I'm really hoping Chatty can possibly recover from this and improve on his racing. Other than that, though, maybe it's a setup thing or something like that. Maybe it's just not clicking with this particular game. I had that issue myself with the previous game with F1 2020. So, yeah, it could be any of those things. But qualifying is now over. It looks like Silent, or no, B-Tom has kept, the pole position. And I think Silent was just behind him there. We will check the standings here.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. 0.011 of a second there. Silent and B-Tom on the front row. Sequid in 3rd. Seafreeze in 4th. Bats Plus and Ickle Bickle in 5th and 6th. We have Latope and Professional in 7th and 8th. Wayo and Cam in 9th and 10th. And then KGB, Stanley, Mebby, McChicken, Dreamsy, You Having a Giggle, Chatty in 17th, and Perry disqualified from the session for crashing into the pit wall, and he's going to be starting in 18th and last on the grid. But if you guys are watching, we've had our predictions. What about you guys? Send in some predictions. Let us know who you think is going to be on the podium here at the end of tonight's Grand Prix. Who's going to be possibly the first F. That could be a good prediction that you guys can throw in there as well. What lap is going to be the first safety car, and how many safety cars are we going to have in the race? All of those could be some good predictions that you can leave on the chat in the YouTube or on Twitch, wherever you guys want, wherever you're watching. And again, thank you guys all for your support. It's Blin Machine here in the booth, and with me tonight, again, it's Mr. Sensation, So, yeah, I mean, we're 30 seconds away from the formation lap. Mr. Sensation, what are we
Mm-hmm.
expecting in the race here today? How do you think it's going to go? How crazy is it going to be? Or is it going to be a really technical race with strategy games and battles?
Strategy games and battles, and I got 3 safety cars coming out. That's what I got. I got 3 safety cars with the strategy and battles getting mixed up. I guess from 11 down to 18, it should be a change of the medium compound runners. Let me see. Let's see here from my little graph chart here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we have from 11 down to 18, only 1 individual is on the softs. Everybody else is on the mediums, so we'll see how this is going to play out, because it's going to be hopefully it won't be like last week, but it'll definitely should be a good one.
Pretty exciting. And a quick reminder of the standings right now going into this round 8. It's B-Tom on top of the standings in the championship with 127 points. Bats Plus in second, 103. We have Seafreeze in third with 68 points. KGB in fourth with 61. Just Jose in fifth with 60. And then we have Professional in sixth with 56 points. Cam in seventh with 36. Captain Blade with 28 as a reserve driver in eighth place. And Eco Silent in ninth with 24. The top 10 is rounded up by Dreamsy with 22 points to his name. And in the constructors, it's Williams with 143 leading the championship. Ferrari in second with 124. Or sorry, actually Alfa Romeo in second with 127. Ferrari in third with 124. And then we have Mercedes in fourth with 71. McLaren in fifth with 60 points. Alpine with 48 in sixth. Aston Martin 36 points, Haas 23, Red Bull 14, and Alfa Romeo with only 2 points to their name after 7 rounds. So hopefully they can improve here tonight and get some more points to their tally. But if you guys are watching, get ready for 28 laps around the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi at the United Arab Emirates here tonight. Round 8, season 13. Platinum class of TCR. Mr. Sensation, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready. Just like the race we're gonna have in Vegas next year. I'm ready. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's an exciting one. Maybe that one I can get into and will be sold out right away, because the Canadian Grand Prix, after not being available for a couple of years, was completely sold out as soon as it was announced. And I cannot even get a general admission ticket. So, yeah, I'm going to have to wait for another year, or maybe just go to Vegas next year. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, the lights are about to come on here any second. There they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights are on.
I got from 11 down to 18.
Lights off as we watch on board from Seafreeze in fourth. He gets a bad start, but a good start from Silent as he's going to challenge B-Tom into turn 1. They're side by side as Seafreeze makes contact with Bats Plus, and Bats Plus loses a position there to Ickle Bickle as well because of that contact. Jumping back in front at Sequit now, attacking on B-Tom, who's lost the lead on the second corner. Oh, we have somebody spinning in the back there. It looks like that is McChicken. He didn't collect anyone on his way, which is pretty lucky. B-Tom there gets a little bit of a touch on the back of his car from Sequit, and Sequit is on an attack here. He wants that position. He's going to go for it as soon as he can.
Yeah, he will get it.
Going into turn 5, and let's see if he makes that dive. No, he doesn't. He's going to wait for it on the exit. Gets much more better traction. And he's going to go for a move possibly on B-Tom here. He's using his DRS. He's already down to about 50%. He's going to be out for the lap here. But he goes for the move around the outside. Oh, and he gets squeezed out there by B-Tom, and he can't make the move stick.
Man, we got a lot of hitting and missing over here in the back.
Latope getting very close to Ickle Bickle now. in the Alpine and the Red Bull. Let's see what they can do here as we get a really nice view from, I think, what is it, the hotel that's the running over there with the tunnel.
A
little bit of touching there.
So that plane flew up here in the back.
And Ickle Bickle is into the pits. I think he might have a little bit of damage. He's going into the pits now. Is he changing wings? Yes, he's going to be changing his front wing.
That's what I just saw. I saw just right around that corner, just a end plate just flew up in the air. I'm like, whoa, virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car is out. I'm not sure exactly if there was an additional incident or it might be for the debris that was left over by the Ickle Bickle. Perry, the dog, also pitting and also changing his front wing. So he must have gotten it collected somewhere. In the front, it's Silent, B-Tom, and Sequit in 1, 2, and 3. With Seafreeze in 4th, Bats Plus in 5th, Wayo in 6th, Latope in 7th, Cam in 8th, Black Angel in 9th, and we go back to Green Flag Racing.
All right. Yeah. It's pretty quiet so far. I really thought it'd be well, the DRS is not enabled yet, so still a little early days.
Yeah, a long way to go, and Wayo unfortunately already gets a 3 second there for multiple warnings, which is not hard to do around here. There's a couple of corners that really tricky with the limits, but other corners you can take more curb on, like this one right here as we watch Sequit, for instance, taking, what was that, turn 14. With no problem taking a bunch of curb on it, but 3 seconds to Wayo Flew already. Sequit still sticking very close to B-Tom. DRS is now enabled.
All right, here we go, Perry the dog. He got caught.
Oh, Sequit goes for a spin. Sequit spins around turn 3, and this is the moment that I was talking about. This is where you can't take these corners flat out anymore after the updates on this game, because your tires and your setup will not take it. So he goes around and he's down to P14.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier with the you think you're gonna have to go back and tweak your setup just because of that update?
I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if he's using a setup that he's used before around here. It's just not working for him. Could be the case, but Wayo. Wayo is out. What happened to Wayo Flew? I'm gonna try and catch him here with Ickle Bickle. It looks like he's still in the race. Now he's retired. Wow, I am not sure what happened, but there he is. He's lost, I think, his front wing, and then he retired, and we're back to Green Flag Racing. Wow, that was a weird one.
Yeah, I thought it would bring out a safety car because he just left like that, so. Interesting. Oh, Sequit. You gotta get off those softs. He just spun.
Alright, a couple of drivers having some issues. Sequit, Perry, Ickle Bickle, and Wayo Flew all down in the standings right now. Another yellow flag there for Sector 3.
Having a giggle is just parked.
Oh, it's Dreamsy. Sorry, it's Dreamsy spun around on the last corner.
My mistake.
And he's slow there. And Sequit pits again, or no, pits now because he hasn't pitted yet. But that's very early, lap 4. He's into the pits. Let's jump back to the front here. Silent and B-Tom, they're battling it out now. B-Tom's got the DRS going into turn 5. He's going to hold off. He's going to wait and make the move a little bit later.
Good. Still early innings.
Into the second DRS.
And he has improved. He's moved up big time. He's in 11th right now. He's just one spot away. He's getting a little bit of squeeze here between him and McChicken. Just went down, of course.
Alright, and we're watching on board with Seafreeze, and you can see how close the top 4 drivers are. Then there's a little bit of a gap down to Cam, about 2.5 seconds. But the top 4 are all within DRS zone of each other, and that is Silent, Beaton, Bats Plus, and Seafreeze. We have an Alpha, a Williams, another Alpha, and a Ferrari. And just like in real life, F1 this year, it looks like the Ferrari power unit is working better than the Mercedes power unit. Although Williams is on top of the Constructors' Championship, so maybe it's just not working well for Mercedes. We'll have to see. Latope has just overtaken Cam, his own teammate, and he is up into P5 now, but that gap has been extended to 3.7 seconds now between himself and Seafreeze. So they are losing grip with those guys, and here comes KGB and Cam, both attacking on Latope. Is this going to be a double overtake on Latope? Here comes KGB on the left-hand side. He's going to go for the dive, but Latope is going to try and outbrake him here. He leaves enough space, and Latope keeps P6, and now he's going to have the DRS on his teammate, so that will help him in his battle with KGB. But KGB is going to use his ERS now. He's using his battery. Let's see if he's going to have enough. He's going to go for a dive now into turn 7. Is that going to work out? I'm not so sure, because Latope still battles it off and still keeps P6 for now. That is great defending from Latope, and very clean racing between these two drivers. Well done.
So now, with the top 6 drivers, all of them on 4 laps of softs, which one do you think is going in first?
Oof, very interesting question, but I think around lap 6 or 7, these guys are definitely going to start thinking about it. Silent doesn't have a big gap right now, neither does Beaton Bats or Seafreeze. So in those top 4, I'm guessing my call is going to be with Seafreeze. I think Seafreeze is going to call it early. He's going to say, you know, I'm not catching up to these guys too much right now. I'm in the dirty air. I'm the 4th car on this train. So maybe I dive into the pits and do an undercut on these guys and let them battle it out for this next lap, and maybe they'll lose some time. So that could be Seafreeze or anyone else of the top 4 drivers could possibly go for that. What would you do?
I'll call it early. I'll go in early. Let these guys, like you said, get out of that dirty air, get out of the, you know, that traffic, go up ahead, get some new shoes and go back out there. Clean air, you probably should be able to catch up by that point.
And we're watching a battle here with 007 and Latope as they're making their way through turn 6 and 7. And they're now coming out the back with both of them with DRS. Battling it out side by side and catching up to KGB Black Angel at the same time. Still side by side into the next sequence of corners. And looks like a 3-second penalty for Latope. He's run wide. He's lost a couple of positions. And that's Stanley and Mebi moving up into 8th and 9th here tonight. Pretty exciting racing, I gotta say. I mean, these guys are definitely pushing it. There's very good battling, but I think they've learned their lesson from Jeddah, and they've toned it down just a notch, and they're keeping it a little bit more professional and just reasonable, you know what I mean? Like, they were very aggressive in Jeddah, but also I think everyone went very aggressive with their setups and turned down their downforce for Jeddah, because you do want to have that straight line speed there. Here tonight, it's a little bit of a mix-up of a track. You could do both. You could go for a lower setup or a higher downforce setup, but maybe they turned it up a little bit and calmed their nerves down.
Oh, that too, but also you don't have that heavy DRS like Jeddah, you know, so everybody was constantly with each other. So, yeah, it's definitely has been toned down quite a bit.
All right, lap 7 of 28. Top 4 are all still on track, but we are coming into the 3rd sector in just a moment here. It looks like Seafreeze is keeping the same gap. Oh, there's a battle there between Silent and Beatom, and they're making a lot of contact. And they've crashed!
No.
And that is it. Beatom is out of the session. Silent gets a 5-second penalty. He's lost his front wing as well, and we have a safety car on lap
Wow.
7, and this is going to play right into the hands of Bats Plus and Seafreeze. Perfect timing for them,
Wow.
but what a bad incident there. As we just said, that they toned it down, and the two leaders of the the two leaders of the race
Yeah.
decide to go at it. They were making, argy-bargy a little bit at first. It was acceptable, a little bit of wheel banging, but it just got out of control. And honestly, if I have to call it as a commentator from a third kind of viewpoint perspective, I gotta say, B-Tom squeezed out Silent a little bit, and Silent going out onto the curb spun his car out, which then made contact back with B-Tom and got him into the wall. So it kind of, he kind of brought it onto himself in a way. I don't want to say that, but, in a way, he ended up taking himself out of the race here tonight. And Silent lost a bunch of positions and his front wing, and a bunch of people pitted. It looks like a couple of drivers decided to go for the hard tires. KGB and Cam in 4th and 5th. They are going for hards. Stanley has not pitted. He's the only one who has not. He started on the mediums, staying out. And then we have Bats Plus and Seafreeze on mediums. Professional, Mebi, and Latope all going for the medium tires. 3-second penalty for Dreamzy. He's down in 16th place right now. So yeah, the only guys who did not pit were Stanley, Perry, and Dreamzy, but Dreamzy pitted 2 laps ago.
Wow, went from grace to disgrace. Man, I hate to see that, but the show must go on.
All right, if you guys are watching, again, thank you guys so much for the views and the likes and the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscription button and check out the links in the description. One link I forgot to mention is a link to our website, which has the information and the application form to race in Trinity Competitive Racing, TCR. If you guys are interested, go to that link, fill out the application, pick out which class you're looking to race in, join our Discord channel, and you'll be greeted by one of our recruiters who will then get you all the information you need to join our racing league. We race on the PlayStation 4 or 5 on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, depending on which class you end up in, silver, gold, or platinum. And it's always at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a lot of drivers from North America, South America, Caribbeans, and a few from Europe as well. So, yeah, no matter where you guys are from, make sure you check out the link and join us in this great league. If you're not looking to race, but you just want to join our Discord, we have a special role that we can assign to you, which is called the Superfan, and you're able to chat in pretty much all the chats and main rooms in the Discord, hang out with the drivers, the commentators, myself, Sensation, all of us here. We will be happy to see you guys there. We're on lap 9, still on the safety car, but I'm guessing we might have the safety car going back in on this lap. Yeah, Sensation, what do you think? You called, what, 3 safety cars you said are going to come out of this race?
Three safety cars for them.
Is that full safety cars, or are we counting VSCs?
Full safeties.
Full safeties. All right, so we're 1 down, about 1/3 through the race.
Right.
We could see more, but hopefully we don't. I would love to see a little bit more racing. But you were calling, I think you said Sequit. Who else did you say? Latope on the podium?
Sequit. Yeah, and, oh gosh. Who's my third man?
Was it Bats Plus?
It might have been Bats Plus.
All right.
No. I think it was Ickle Bickle.
Oh, Ickle Bickle, that's right. Okay, so Ickle Bickle is a little bit down in 14th. Latope is in 8th.
Yeah.
And safety car will be coming in on this lap. Let's get ready to restart.
I got Bats Plus and Seafreeze battling for taking over the lead of the race. Stanley's on 8 old laps. So that's going to be hopefully a clean overtake. I don't know. I always like to see how people are actually going to they get on the throttle a little too quickly once that safety car gets in.
All right, let's take a look at the restart here. Top 3 runners on medium tires, most likely gonna have to make another pit stop, although they might try and stretch it out. And then we have Cam and Black Angel on the hards, and it looks like Stanley there went a little bit quickly, and Bats Plus thought he was restarting, but he wasn't yet. I think he might be going for it now, and he does. Looks like Bats Plus keeps pretty close, but Seafreeze drops back by about half a second. He's got about half a second between himself and KGB behind him as well, so not too bad of a restart. McChicken very close to Latope, and he's trying to overtake around turns 3 and 4. He's trying to go for it any way he can, but not quite close enough. Professional right on the back end of KGB as well. A little bit of touching there between Latope.
It's Chatty, I believe.
Yeah, that is unfortunate there for Chatty. A little bit of a moment that he's just had there. McChicken trying to catch up to Latope. It looks like Stanley has been overtaken by Bats for the lead. Seafreeze right behind them and catching up very quickly as well. So the top 3 have a 1.2 second gap between themselves and the 2 hard tire runners behind them. So they already got out of the DRS zone, which is very well, but they are starting to lose time right now, and Cam is starting to catch up. Stanley is losing time to Bats Plus, and Seafreeze really wants to get around them. Those 9-lap-old mediums are not as good as a fresh set of mediums, that's for sure.
So far, so good.
And here comes Seafreeze. I think he's going to go for the overtake attempt now into turn 1, and he does. And that is Seafreeze up into P2. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. And I think that is Dreamsy once again. Yeah, he's had a little bit of a spin on the last corner. So that last corner has cut out a couple of drivers as well here tonight. And Dreamsy twice. Let's see what is going to happen for the rest of the race here. Mebi, Professional, Latope, all of them are very close to each other in the midfield here. We have a yellow in 1 and 2. Is that Chatty again?
B.
Yeah, it looks like those hard tires are just not working for him for some reason. And now 007 catching up to KGB very quickly. Oh my god, jumps that curve, almost caught air there. That was pretty crazy, and he does get the position anyways, up into P5. And now it looks like KGB is going to get possibly overtaken by Mebi as well. Mebi, McChicken, and KGB, all of them locked in this battle over here. They're going through the same area where we had the crash just a couple of laps ago.
Yeah, and they're close, man.
Everyone is quite close right now off the restart, off of that safety car. Lap 11 of 28. We're not even halfway yet. There's been quite a lot of good racing. DRS is now re-enabled.
Here we go. Oh, somebody just went.
Oh, Perry. That was Perry. Perry went around, and that's a second safety car.
That's 2. That's 2. 1 more to go, baby. Who do you think's going to win tonight? The safety car or
Nope. Safety car won in Jeddah.
Safety car.
It was the safety car Grand Prix.
Safety car won in Jeddah.
But no, here tonight, I'm sure we're not going to get too crazy. I don't think we're going to get to 3 safety cars. I think this is going to be the last one. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last one. I'm calling it right now.
Okay. I'm still going with 3. I'm still going with 1 more.
All right, and we've got some action in the chat. A couple of things here. Being
What do you
said, so
got?
first of all, people are definitely saying that the hards were a bad call for those drivers that decided to pit onto hard tires. I'm not so sure that I agree with that at this point. I want to see how long they will last. Cam was able to keep within a second of Stanley and the rest of the guys without even having DRS, so maybe we will see. However, B-Tom has had some words to say here. He's saying, I don't know how you could even call that my fault. Two into that corners don't go, and I had the inside, and he just turned into my car going into a left-handed when I was already turning left. Okay. So we'll have to wait until, you know, the stewards' decisions come out on that, and until we have some video and onboards from the incident, because it was a tough call. But from the angle that I was looking at, it looks like, yeah, they were making contact. Neither one was going to give up, and it ended badly for both of them, unfortunately. Same TJ says B-Tom was ahead. B-Tom also said that he tried leaving space and he accelerated from the side of my car and hit me on the curb. Yeah, definitely. But I think him going to the curb possibly was as a result of B-Tom being a little bit a little bit aggressive into that corner. But again, that's just my opinion. It looks like B-Tom and same TJ don't think so, but I want to wait until we have some onboards and stewards' decisions to make the final call on that. I don't know, maybe the viewers can make their calls on that. Let us know what you guys think. We did end up seeing that incident on stream. If you guys want to rewind while we're on the safety car and give us your opinions, definitely let us know in the chat. So yeah, this is what's been going on in the race so far. We had a couple of pretty dramatic incidents, a couple of safety cars, a couple of VSCs as well. 13 laps out of 28 are completed. Bats Plus and Seafreeze are in first and second, with Cam all the way up into third. 007 in fourth. We have Black Angel in fifth, and McChicken in sixth. Mebby in seventh. Looks like somebody's dropping places there. McChicken dropped a couple of places.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was a glitch or... So I know sometimes the game tells them to overtake and then give the position back and becomes a whole mess. Or he might have gone off track. If you do go off track and a car overtakes you, you do lose that position even on the safety car.
Well, hopefully that's not the case, but well, going back to the question with the hards, it was a bad idea. I mean, wouldn't that also depend on the individual setup as well?
Yeah, definitely. If you have a setup that's set up for hard tires, it might benefit you a little bit more. They might work a little bit better. Funny thing, I was doing practice at Jeddah for last week with a set of hard tires, and they were amazing at Jeddah. They felt really, really nice. They felt grippy. They weren't understeery. They were perfect. And then I switched over to the mediums, and they felt exactly the same. They just ran out of tire wear or tire life a little bit faster. I never tested the hards for Abu Dhabi. I just went for mediums and softs because I kind of figured that I'm just going to be going for a two-stop, and you know, I'm not going to really play the alternate. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Well, think about that, because Jeddah is mostly, 90% of the time you're on the gas. So you never really have to worry about any, heavy braking points. So,
yeah, that's true.
With your tires constantly being like that, where here, you're kind of in a stop and go feel, in a sense. I mean, you got two long straights, and then after that, it's, back and forth between gas and brake, and safety car coming in. And maybe that's why the tire wear kind of runs out very quickly. Kind of seems like it becomes like a new pair of softs for Jeddah anyway.
Yeah, that could be the case. I mean, this game is hit and miss. Every single track is
Yeah.
completely different. Just like I guess the real sport, right? Like these guys, they do so much research when they go to these tracks, trying to figure out what's the good setup. And last week or a couple of weeks ago at the last Grand Prix, you know, Hamilton, a guy that
Yeah.
you pretty much know is going to have a good qualifying, had a horrible qualifying. Said that he changed a couple of things on the car, just a couple of small changes, but it ruined the qualifying pace. But in the race, he was doing great, and he managed to recover
Yeah.
a bunch of positions. So we'll see what these guys can do on these hard tires. I gotta say, Cam so far has been doing a very good pace on those hard tires as we now get
Here we go.
restarted. And here we go racing again. Cam in P3, Seafreeze in P2. Cam on those hard tires as we just mentioned. Let's see if he can keep up with that front pack and if he can possibly even gain some positions there. It looks like the two Mercedes cars are getting very close to each other here, KGB and McChicken. McChicken might be going for the dive here. He is on those soft tires against KGB on the hards. It looks like somebody is out. It's Latope. And with him, it looks like Secret possibly got cut up and down because Secret, yes, he is on the grass. He lost a bunch of positions. He's down in 14th place. It looks like Silent is getting close there. Luisa Mebi is attacking Black Angel as well with the ERS trying to overtake. He's going to go for the dive. They're going to be side by side, but Black Angel manages to keep the position.
Wow. No safety come out. Well, that's one guy that's out for me.
So we have lost... We've lost Latope, Perry, and B-Tom, and Wayo flew out of this race. And you have a Giggle and Eco Silent. Oof, that was very, very close between the two of them there. But you have a Giggle up into P8.
Yeah, I just saw professional Cam and McChicken going at it. A little squeeze out.
Maybe is right on the rear wing of KGB Black Angel on lap 16. We don't have DRS yet. We're going to need to do another lap before that is re-enabled after we restarted from the second safety car here tonight. We're only just about halfway, just over halfway in this race, so anything could still happen here tonight. And it looks like the midfield runners are now starting to make up some positions because the guys in the front had some incidents, had a couple of crashes. And maybe those alternate strategies are now starting to come in and play benefit to a lot of drivers as well. We will see if that's going to be the case at the end. But look at McChicken. McChicken, I'm pretty sure, started down in 14th place. He's up in third right now.
Amazing. But he's on the softs.
Yeah, going for another stop sometime before the end of the race. But if he can make those softs last for about 8 laps, he can, or he's already got 7 laps on them. Okay, never mind. He's going to need to fit a medium set to make it until the end of this race. I don't think another set of softs will do. Maybe gets a 3-second penalty, and Chatty Duck gets a 3-second penalty as well. Chatty up into 11th though. He can still get some points here tonight if he can get a couple of positions. And Chatty Duck can definitely get positions. I'm sure he can get at least a few points here tonight.
Yeah, I feel like he can. He's due, you know. What is actually surprising so far? I mean, we're in what? Stanley. I guess I spoke too soon. I was going to say about the penalties is very small amount of penalties. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be.
Alright, so DRS has been enabled on this lap, and that means Seafreeze is going to have the advantage of that rear wing flap opening as he comes out of turn 5 here. And there's the DRS sign, and once he crosses that line, he can drop that wing. He's about 6/10 away from a Bats Plus. He's now 5/10 away, and he's now about 4/10 away. So he's caught up quite a little bit of time there. Professional McChicken, nope, not going for it there. Eco Silent does overtake Mebi. with the DRS enabled. So a couple of position changes there, but not a position change for the lead just yet. But now Seafree's going to have the second DRS zone, and he does go for it, and he does overtake Bats Plus, and that is a lead change, and Seafreeze is up into the lead of the race for the first time here tonight.
Nice move, good move. He attacked at the right time. He was waiting for the second DRS zone, and he got him.
Ooh, at the back there, Mebby having a bad exit out of turn 11, and he lost a couple of positions to one position to Ickle Bickle, but Silent is right on the rear wing of KGB, and looks like McChicken has just let 007 through because he's going into the pits. And having a little bit of trouble getting into the pits there, but he makes it in cleanly. And he's going for another soft tire. Oh my, that's going to be interesting.
Really? Huh. Definitely interesting.
Bats Plus lost out a bit of time on Seafreeze. Is he going to have the DRS as they're going to be coming in through the detection point here? He just managed to catch up to him enough, and I think he will get the DRS, but Seafreeze almost got that 1 second gap already. Now Silent on KGB. KGB is going to have DRS as well, so it's not going to be an easy overtake here. Let's see if anyone else. It looks like Stanley might be going for a move on Chatty. Chatty is up into P9. Nope. Stanley is going to slow down slightly to get the second DRS zone. And he's going to go for the move through there. It looks like Mebby is thinking to do the same thing, as well as Ickle Bickle. KGB, Black Angel, and Cam are battling it out now, and Silent has gotten into that battle as well and making some contact there with Cam, pushing Cam wide just like Beaton did to him a few laps ago, and Mebby now gets through in all of that mess.
Man, Ickle Bickle, how the hell?
Ickle Bickle attacking down the inside on Silent. Silent's got Mebby on the outside. Mebby is right behind him. Cam is right behind Mebby. This is absolute madness here in the midfield.
I don't know, Glenn. This is bad news. I feel bad news is coming. It's too many engines next to each other. I don't know, man. It's not looking good.
Well, there goes Mebby for the overtake on Silent, and he makes that one right before they get into turn 1. In front of him, he has now got Mebby. Let's see if he can keep within the DRS zone of Mebby. Oh, it looks like now Chatty Duck is very aggressive there on Cam, trying to make the overtake before they even get into the DRS zone. This is absolutely incredible battling between all of these drivers right now.
But Cam will get a DRS as well, so it's going to be a line. It's going to be a train.
Dreamsy is thinking about a move here on Stanley. Stanley bashes into the back end of Chatty, and so does Dreamsy. Luckily there, nobody getting damaged. Looks like Dreamsy's going to get the position on Stanley. Yes, he does. In the front, Seafree still leading the race. 0.9 of a second clear of a Bats Plus. Professional in third, KGB, sorry, in fourth. Ickle Bickle in fifth, Mebby in sixth place, Silent in seventh, and we're watching this massive battle here going on between 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, which is Cam, Chatty, Dreamsy, and Stanley.
Man, ooh.
KGB gets himself a 3-second penalty. Let's take a look at the penalties right now. We have KGB, Ickle Bickle, Mebby, Chatty, Dreamsy, Stanley, and McChicken, all with 3-second penalties.
That's not bad.
On the position changes side of things, Professional, KGB, they're all up positions. Everyone's up positions except for Silent and Sequent.
Oh. Man, Chatty Duck almost lost it there, but he's really trying to get around Cam. Oh, whoa, Cam, I think he moved up.
Oh, and it looks like Chatty made a little bit of contact with Silent and unfortunately lost a position to Dreamsy. So he's back down to 10th once again. Dreamsy's going for the move on Silent, who doesn't have DRS. And that's going to be an easy move here for Chatty as well. And that's going to be P10 for Chatty. And he makes that one stick and goes up into P9. Dreamsy up into P8. Very nice battling going on here tonight. Dreamsy gaining on Chatty Duck, or sorry, on Cam. And he makes that position as well. So that's now P7 for Dreamsy.
But sector 2.
That's you having a giggle, it looks like. Has had a little bit of a moment.
But Dreamsy's on 7-lap old softs, so he may be starting to feel it soon.
All right, the battling's still going on here. Lap 21 of 28. 7 more laps to go. According to Mr. Sensation's predictions, we should have one more safety car before things are all said and done here. We'll see if that's going to hold up.
You say none, I say one.
Yep. There we go. That's our predictions. Oh, and Dreamsy is out of the race. It looks like. And
there it is.
There it is. No way.
What happened to Dreamsy, though? He was...
I'm not sure, but it looks like he crashed on the exit of turn 4. You having a giggle into the pits. Sequid gets a drive-through penalty for speeding. You having a giggle puts on some fresh softs and a brand new front wing. So maybe you having a giggle made some contact with Dreamsy, but no, Dreamsy was way ahead. So I think Dreamsy just lost it on his own, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I said, he was going to start to feel it on the softs. Once he got past Cam. And it was like...
Now, if you're the guys in the front, what do? Do you stick it out on your old mediums, or do you think these guys are going to be diving in for some fresh softs right now?
Soft tires all the way. Definitely.
All right, so let's see. So far, your predictions have been pretty good, except for Latope being on the podium. That one did not work out for you through no fault of your own, but let's see. Oh, it looks like Seafreeze does not go into the pits, but Bats Plus does. And neither does 007. 007 is going to continue on. What about Akil Bickle? Akil Bickle is diving into the pits. And so is Black Angel, and so is Mebby. Oh my god, this is going to be the craziest finish to a race here. Everyone else is into the pits. So the two Ferraris are going to be on medium tires at the end of the race with everyone behind them on softs with about 5 or 4 laps to go when we get restarted after the safety car. This is going to be incredible. I don't know why they did not go into the pits, but...
Were they afraid of the double stack?
They had the gap. They had about 6 seconds between them.
Wow, are you hungry? That's the thing. Are you hungry at this point? You got 5 laps, like you said. 6 laps. What's going on?
Wow. That's all I'm gonna say. So, the 2 races, 2 weeks in a row, absolute madness. Right. Crazy strategies, crazy safety car amounts, big incidents, big crashes. Platinum class, what happened? I mean, I remember a couple of seasons ago, or even last season, I was praising the Platinum class for having the lowest amount of safety cars out of all 3 of the classes. Usually it was Silver that would have the most ridiculous races. And it looks like we've switched places. Looks like Golden has stayed exactly the same. Actually, Golden has gotten very good driving. I think their driving has gotten so clean, so nice to watch. Everybody is very close to each other in terms of pace as well. Silver has cleaned up their act a little bit, but Platinum, these guys are just something else. But I'm loving it. I think they're providing us with a great show every single week. They're driving very, very close. We got great battling. We got something to talk about every week.
Yeah, so I guess the Ferraris are pit in on lap 26 of 28. They're probably going to the pits because I mean you got what from 3 down to 13. That's all softs. So you're already on 14 old lap mediums. I mean, how are they gonna defend that? You know, you gonna get the draft of each other? You can't, because there's no DRS until what lap?
So if we get restarted on this lap, which is a possibility, we have 2 cars coming out of the pits right now, but I think they'll catch up in time. We will get 4 laps of racing.
4 laps of racing.
So we will get 1 lap with DRS right at the end.
You said 1 lap? One
Yeah,
lap of DRS?
Yeah, because we're going to have to wait for 3 laps. So we'll get either 1 or 2, depending on how it counts. So let's see. If we get restarted on this one, it will be lap 24. So we'll be 24, 25, 26 will be re-enabled.
26.
So yeah, we'll have 2
Right.
laps of DRS.
2 laps, okay.
Well, if you guys are watching, thank you again for your support tonight, and always, you guys are awesome. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a like, and send in some more comments into the chat. We've got quite a few coming in. Safety car will be coming in on this lap, so we will get 3 laps, and then 2 laps of DRS right towards the end, 4 laps of racing in total. This is going to be very exciting. The 2 Ferraris in front of Seafreeze and Professional are on the medium tires, and then the rest of the grid from 3rd to 13th are all on the soft tire. We lost 5 cars of Dreamsy, Lato, Perry, B-Tom, and Wayo flew, but these 13 drivers are going to show us what they've got left for the last 4 laps of round 8 of season 13, and also the last 4 laps before we go on a break week. But not completely a break week, because we're going to have the All-Star race next week on Thursday. And so, here we go. Looks like Seafree's going to go for it. Oh, 007, a little bit anxious there on the gas and getting a little bit of a wiggle on the back end. Lost a little bit of time to Seafreeze, and that's Plus is now gaining on him. And behind him, KGB is gaining, and everyone else as well. Everyone is super close to each other. This is going to be a great finish to this race. Hopefully we will get a clean finish here, but everyone is super close. Look at that. Everyone's attacking. Ickle Bickle is using ERS on Bats Plus, trying to gain some time there. It looks like a yellow flag. McChicken is out. McChicken is out, and I don't think we're going to get another safety car for that, but he is out of the race, and that is DNF number 6 here tonight. Ickle Bickle is going for the move on Bats Plus with the ERS. They're both using their battery. They're both gaining on 007. Oh, he's going to go for the double move. He locks up the front. He makes contact. And looks like he's not going to get the double move. He loses a position to KGB, Black Angel, and Bats Plus loses 3 positions in total to Ickle Bickle, KGB, and to Mebby. He's not going to be happy with that.
Hey, you know what? Oh, look at that dive by Bats Plus. Wow. You know, do you think there was some orders of hold up the field while I try to get a good 2.5 second gap on everybody else?
Yeah, I don't think that was the case. I think Professional just lost the back end of the car when he was trying to warm up the tires there a little bit, because this game is very weird on when it lets you go full throttle again. Oh, there's more contact between Mebby and Bats Plus. These 2 guys are really battling it out for everything they've got. Bats has no penalties. Mebby has a 3-second, so that could play to Bats' advantage at the end of the race. The 2 guys in front of him also have penalties, so he could possibly get P3 here tonight if he gets within 3 seconds of those guys in front. But in the meantime, Seafreeze out in the lead, 2.5 seconds clear of his teammate 007 Professional in second. And then Professional has to fend off KGB, who's now going to use the ERS again on the back straight. No DRS enabled just yet. We're going to wait until next lap for that to become available. KGB's going to dive for it. They're going to
Ooh, he got
be, yeah,
Nice
he's
touch.
going to get in front. A little bit of a touch there, but 007 is down to P3 now. He's got Iko Bickle now behind him as well, but Iko Bickle's down to 27%, 25% on his battery.
Man, I don't know how this is going to end. It might work out for Ferrari just because of the penalties.
Silent getting nice and close to maybe his teammate Bats Plus has overtaken maybe just a few, well, last lap I think it was. And look at that, KGB Black Angels closing up the gap to Seafreeze very fast. Oh, is that another one?
Bickle. He spun.
Iko Bickle spins and he's off in the grass there. DRS is now enabled on lap 26. 2 more laps to go of racing here tonight. They're going to be exciting laps.
Yeah, just don't let these guys go by. I think he has wing damage. Definitely. Yep. Well, that's number 2.
Silent is closing up to Mebi very quickly. And now he's going to have DRS on him, but Mebi's also going to have DRS on Bats Plus in front. Bats Plus is gaining on 007. He's going to go for the move around the outside. And he makes that one stick. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2. Very briefly there, but it looks like it's cleared up now. And Professional, can he catch back up to Bats Plus with the second DRS zone here? He's getting very close. It looks like he's going to go for it. He's thinking about it. He's going to go for the dive. They're going to make some more contact. A couple of touches there, but Bats Plus keeps the position. Mebi and Silent are now right on the back of each other and of 007. And look at that, Seafreeze has lost the lead to KGB Black Angel. We unfortunately missed that, but Seafreeze down to P2.
But I think he also knows that he has a penalty. So, but he also is feeling the heat from Bats Plus.
Oh, it looks like Professional has lost the car there. He managed to catch it back in time, but lost a couple of positions on the penultimate corner there. And he is down to P6.
Tires are screaming.
Absolutely. 18 laps these guys have done on that set of medium tires. That is quite a distance to do on a medium tire, but they're still got 2 more laps to go. So let's see if they can keep it together. We're watching as Silent now in P5, very close to Mebi. Mebi is not going to have DRS on this lap, but Silent will, and he's going to go on the left-hand side here most likely. There he goes, and that's an overtake there for Silent up into P4.
All right. Seafreeze is definitely in trouble.
Bats Plus catching up to Seafreeze, not quite close enough just yet, but he's going to keep that gap nice and low, and he's going to have the DRS on the next lap out of turn 5.
You think KGB can pull it off if he can get some? He has like a 3-second penalty.
I think he only has a 3-second. I'm gonna put on the penalties. Yes, he only has a 3-second. 1 clear right now. Let's see if he can find 9/10 of a second in 1 lap here. It's a big ask, but it's possible.
If Bats Plus gets in front, I think he will get it. Because 19 laps. Ooh.
Yeah, it's already 2.6 seconds now, 2.5. So he only needs another half a second throughout the lap. Silent gaining on Bats Plus. Everyone is so close in those top 5 right now. It could be anyone on that podium.
He's trying. Yep, there it is. And then 3 cars going to...
There comes Bats. This should be an easy overtake. And he makes it stick. Is Silent going to overtake Seafreeze here as well? Here goes Silent.
Maybe.
He's trying. Mebi is right there as well. Another yellow for Sequid. Sequid's dropping positions.
That's Silent. Silent spun.
Oh, Silent. Silent has a spin. Unfortunate for Silent there. He's down to P6. So now, Bats Plus is 2.4 seconds behind a KGB. 2.3 seconds. So Bats Plus might be the winner here tonight with Seafreeze in second place. Let's see if he can keep this gap under 3 seconds in the last not even 3 corners here. So KGB is going to cross the line here in just a moment. He is going to cross first, but he's not going to get to keep that position. He's probably going to get P3 because Bats Plus is close enough, and he is going to get the win here tonight. Bats Plus wins. Wow. KGB in second. Seafreeze dropped out of the 3-second gap and only gets P3. Wow. 007 in fourth place. Mebby in fifth. Silent in sixth. It looks like Stanley, is going to be in seventh. Unless Sequid closes up enough there at the end. Yeah, Sequid's going to be close enough to get P7. Yeah, so Sequid up into P7, Stanley P8, Chatty 9th, Chatty 11th. Cam is going to be 10th. And Ickle Bickle 12th. And last year tonight, we've lost McChicken, Dreamsy, Lato, Perry, B-Tom, and Wayo Flu, but it's this man in the Alfa Romeo. Bats Plus on penalties gets the win here tonight from Seafreeze. KGB Black Angel gets driver of the day and very deserving of that. He got a bunch of positions done here today, but wow, another very exciting race here tonight. Sensation, what do you think?
It was good. It was definitely good at the end. I mean, I think if Silent did not spin, I think that outcome would have been a little bit different. He had the little tangle up, I think, with Seafreeze. He tried to take him in that corner, and he just spun. If he didn't, if he just would have held up, because he would have had him in the second DRS zone, probably would have been a different story, definitely.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting here tonight. But Bats Plus gets a win from P5 on the grid. 2-stop strategy, very well done. KGB from 11th on the grid gets P2, and Seafreeze improves from P4 to P3 at the end, gets himself right off on the podium there. Professional in 4th, Mebby in 5th, Silent in 6th, Sequid in 7th, Stanley in 8th, You Having a Giggle in 9th, Cam in 10th, and the last point awarded to him. Chatty Duck in 11th, Ickle Bickle in 12th, and last out of the finishers here tonight, and also with the fastest lap of a 136.6. So very well done there. That's actually a new TCR race lap record around here, according to my stats. There could be wrong, but yeah, very well done. Very exciting race. It was very interesting from start to finish. There was a lot of things happening there. We're going to get the top 3 finishers into the podium interviews here in just a moment. But, yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore after that one. Again, it was a couple of really exciting races 2 weeks in a row. I'm really glad that you got to see this one and commentate on this one firsthand, Sensation. Tell us a little bit more about what you thought about the race, or anyone that stood out to you in particular here tonight.
Well, the decision of the with the median as far as the Ferraris were concerned, I thought they were at least, if they would have just been able to pit, they would have had a 1-2 finish instead of 3 and 4. I mean, points are points, but I mean, when you want to get those heavy numbers, I would have been going for the 1-2, but I think they were afraid of the double stack. KGB, surprisingly enough, he held on to the second pole, and then of course, Bats Plus, nice drive from him as well. So I mean, all three guys drove very well. It's just the decision with the Ferraris was the thing that baffled me, and I probably baffled everyone else too.
Yeah, I think what really stood out to me here tonight is Tom. Two races in a
Hmm.
row where he was looking very fast. He had the
Yeah.
qualifying pace, he had the race pace, and he got caught up in incidents. Both of them, arguably, possibly, I wouldn't say, completely his fault, but the first one
Right.
last week did get judged as, the stewards did agree that it was his fault. He did get the penalty and 2 penalty points added to his racing license. But this one tonight, it could go both ways. As I said, we're going to wait until the onboards come up and we can take a closer look at those. But
Hmm.
maybe, he just needs to tone down his level down to 10. Maybe he was at 11 all this time. Uh, Turn it back down to 10, and I think
Turn back
he'll
down
get
10.
some better results because now Bats Plus with the win here tonight, he's
Right.
going to be very close. Actually, by my calculations, he's going to be 1 point ahead of Tom because of the last couple of, bad,
Those last two.
yeah, those bad couple of races there. So this is
Wow.
going to be very exciting. We're going to talk to Bats Plus here in just a moment. I did see that all of our three top finishers have now joined us in the post-race podium interviews. So let's start with P3, and that was Mr. Seafreeze. How's it going? Welcome to the podium finish interviews here tonight.
How we doing? How we doing?
Yeah, nice to see you on the podium once again. The season is not going too bad for you. You've had your ups and downs, but getting those podiums in there quite consistently. We were completely sure that your call of not switching the tires at the end on that last safety car was a big mistake, but it ended up being not so. I think you possibly even had a chance to hold on to the win here tonight if 007 and Bats Plus would have battled it a little bit more. But unfortunately, they kind of tapped each other and gave way to a couple of other cars to get through. But what were you thinking about that when that safety car came out? Was that your plan? You're going to stay out even if it does come out?
I don't know. I thought the track position would have been good enough, but just a little bit short at the end. But I don't know. I just didn't want to put soft tires on and get back in P7 and then finish with the DNF because I think once we got going and people wrecked out, so I'd rather be up front. So that's kind of where I was at.
Yeah, and at the end, as I said, it kind of worked out for you anyways. You had a chance to get P2, but I think you just dropped out of the 3 second gap to KGB right on the last few corners there. Was it just the tires gave out already at that point?
Yeah, he went for that move, the dive bomb into the triple chicane, which if I don't back out, we both crash. So he drained it all and went for it, and he just barely got it out at the end.
All right, and looking at the standings, you will stay in the top five going into next week and the All-Star race. You asked me this question because I got P3 in my silver race, so we've switched sides now. Let's turn the table around. Are you going to be racing? Are you going to be commentating? What are your plans for next Thursday?
As of right now, I think Ferrari might take a week off, but I think watching it would be a lot of fun. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, and Mrs. Sensation, I'm sure, Seafreeze would like to talk to you, so you got any questions? Just want to say hi?
I was going to ask him when you about the tires. Was you guys afraid of the double stack? Was that your main concern of why you stayed out?
I wasn't maybe because I was in front.
Okay.
But probably professional was. But that's I didn't even think of it, to be honest. But I guess I was more selfish in in that point. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to race and win on these games because it's like every 5 laps is a safety car, and already 50% each. I mean, your longest stint is 5 laps. I'm like, anyone could do 5 laps. We do 5 lappers all the time.
Right.
So I'm not a huge fan of back. I'm sure you would remember Sensation. There was a game cycle we couldn't even use the safety car because it was so glitchy. We had it off, and we were all right.
Yeah.
I personally don't like 5 safety cars in a race, but yeah.
Hey, I mean, sometimes it's what you're doing. It could be something in the middle of the field and back. It just happens.
Yeah, they like to wreck, I guess.
All right,
I try not to.
Right.
Well, congratulations again on P3. If you end up taking the week off next week, I hope you enjoy watching the stream, and hopefully we'll see you more in the podium in the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing the commentary, and I can't wait to watch you back with Sensation in the booth. That's going to be a good one. Thanks.
Thank you.
Alrighty, moving on now to the P2 finisher. That, if I'm not mistaken, was KGB Black Angel in the Mercedes. KGB, welcome to the booth. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, how you feeling after that race? I mean, it was a pretty hectic one for you. You started way down, or I think in P11 or P13, somewhere around there. You had to fight your way through, and at the end, your strategy worked out, and everything kind of worked well for you. You made that last overtake on that last lap, got P2. How did that look from your perspective?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't expecting much starting 11, but I felt confident with my medium tire until the first safety car came out, and then the second safety car, and then the third safety car. So I wasn't expecting much. The last one I decided to go on softs, and I said, no, screw it. And on the second to last lap, I made a pretty, I would call, harsh dive bomb on sea freeze, but I felt like I had to do it in order to give myself the best chance possible to be up on the podium, and here I am.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely, I feel like, needed that podium. Mercedes definitely needs some points in the championship. You guys are a little bit back down on Alfa Romeo, who's slowly now going to be climbing the championship ladder and actually possibly taking the lead here tonight. Although between Seafreeze and 007, they got quite a few points here tonight. What are your thoughts about next Thursday for the All-Star race? Are you thinking of racing? Are you thinking of not racing? What are your thoughts?
Honestly, it depends. I mean, I'm willing to give somebody else the chance to race if they want to, but I'm not really too crazy about it,
Okay. And one last question, actually, I wanted to ask you from last week, that crazy Jeddah race. What are your takeaways on that one?
Honestly, I couldn't complain after all that. So, I mean, I guess beating you can't complain on the podium 4 times in a row, So it is what it is.
All
right, Mrs. Sensation, questions for KGB Black Angel.
Let's see. This is the first time I'll be talking to him. As far as the safety car is concerned for this, last race and this race, especially this race, I'm pretty sure you had a game plan going in before the safety car happened, but with deja vu, I guess you can say, did it make you more frustrated, or if it was more maybe I just play it by ear?
It was a give and take, honestly. After the first few safety cars, I didn't feel so good, and then that last safety car kind of bounced me back. So it was like a 50-50 for me, honestly. Nothing I can really do about that,
50-50. So it's kind of similar to the Jeddah race.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, congratulations on P2 here tonight. We'll see you either next week at the All-Star race or in a couple of weeks. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Thanks, one.
All right, and now it's over to Bats Plus in the Alfa Romeo, taking the win here tonight, taking the lead of the championship by exactly 1 point, which is quite handy at this point in the race or in the season. Yeah, helping out your team here tonight as well. Got some points to help you guys out in the Constructors Championship. Tell us about it. I mean, how do you feel?
I thought I was fast enough to be in like the top four at least, top five.
Okay.
And we almost had a crash in turn one. Seafreeze was way to the inside and didn't really have an angle, and I left just enough space once I realized that he was going to stay there, and it wasn't too big a deal, and I just let him by, and someone else as well. And then into turn, I guess it's like turn 5, the hairpin. Someone tried to make like a late, like weird dive up the inside, and it made me run into Ickle Bickle. And the guy who tried to pass me ended up running into both of us, and I think he spun Ickle Bickle or something. So I had, a bunch of contact with like 3 different cars on lap 1. And then, I was kind of just hanging out once I got up to 3rd, and then Silent and Taz crashed. I don't really know, like, if it was anyone's fault, but they both ended up, like, in that triple chicane place and got on the curbs and just went into the wall. And then, towards the end, everything got all messed up and Professional almost spun on the restart, so we lost like 2 seconds and I couldn't get by him without an illegal overtake, so everyone got stacked up, and I got pinned between 2 cars on the DRS straight, and something happened with Ickle Bickle when he was going by me, trying to pass me and Professional, and he spun in front of me and I ran into his car. But luckily I managed to, not get damaged somehow and got back up towards the front and got close enough to KGB to get inside the penalty window. So I think I hit or was hit by 9 cars in the race.
Oof.
Wow.
And managed to not get damaged out of it, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a few things went your way here tonight. Got a couple of times you got lucky. What do you think? How's the season been so far for yourself, for Alfa Romeo as a team? What are you expecting from the rest of the season?
I think we're in pretty good shape. Silent had a good race. It should have been a 1-2 finish. But when he tried to get past Seafreeze, I think they got onto the curbs in that weird off camber corner, and he spun a little bit, so he finished 6th. But I think that we'll be able to be in pretty good shape going forward. And in general, the season's been pretty entertaining. It's a lot of incident dodging. And I had a couple, races messed up from incidents in front of me as well, so I think everyone's had some amount of bad luck that cost them finishes. And
are we expecting you next week at the All-Star race, or what are you thinking about that one?
Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't, so I'll be there.
All right, Mr. Sensation, any questions for the winner?
No, just good drive. The fact that you avoided 9 cars without any damage, that's amazing. Especially with as much craziness that has happened the last 2 races. This is very good. Very good, impressive drive and everything like that. And congratulations.
Yep, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've heard from our podium finishers here. Again, congratulations to them, and good race to everyone in the Platinum class as well. Was a little bit hectic, not as hectic as we had last week in Jeddah, but still few incidents. Mrs. Sensation, great predictions. Yeah. You did call the 4 safety cars, so you got that one right. I think no. Unfortunately, I don't think you got any of your podium predictions correctly.
No, I didn't.
But they were
I would've
interesting
had
predictions.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Ickle Bickle was actually getting up there, and then unfortunately he had the spin on that curb that was catching everybody out there. Latope, unfortunately, he crashed out, and who's my last guy?
Sequit. Yeah,
He
down
had,
in seventh.
Yeah, he got seventh. Cam ended up getting 10th because that was my little dark horse right there. Was Cam. But he got 10th. So, what can you
All
do?
right. And thank you so much for joining me in the booth. Your
course.
impressions with the race and everything. Do you think we're gonna hear from you again in the season?
I would like to do the All-Star, which you guys do next week, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be out of town.
Oh no.
So, yeah, I'm gonna be out of town. So I would really like to do that one because it's Baku. So now that one I would have probably had like 7 safety cars, full safety cars in that one, but I can't
Well,
say
it's
right
the king
now.
of the castle, right? Sensation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the king of the castle in the what's that? The second to last corner or the very last corner?
Yep.
Yeah. So between those two, and maybe if you hit a high curb on oh god, is that turn 5 or
Yep.
6?
The little
Yeah,
chicane.
the first sector. Yeah, the first sector. Sector 1 going into sector 2.
Yeah,
that
it's
one
definitely
usually.
going to be a tricky one. I mean, I love
Yeah.
Baku, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh well, good luck for are you one of the participants? Oh, that's right.
I'm
You
not
don't know
sure
just
yet.
yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I will
right.
decide probably very soon and let the guys know. But yeah, thanks again for joining us in the booth tonight. I really appreciate it.
Of course, no problem.
All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for this week of racing in TCR and the Platinum class here tonight. It was an exciting race. If you guys missed out on it, definitely go back a little bit, rewind, rewatch it. If you missed out on Jeddah last week, that was one you definitely want to rewatch as well. There was a lot of talking from us because there was a lot of safety cars, but trust me, you'll enjoy that race. It was quite entertaining. Next week, we are off in silver and golden class, but we will have the Thursday race, not for the platinum class, but for the all-star races. We've been talking about it throughout the stream. The same time as the platinum class usually comes on Thursdays at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you guys join us then. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave us a like so you don't miss out on any news and any races here at TCR. Leave some more comments. Check out the links in the description, of course, to our website where you can find out the information on how to sign up to race with us. You can check out some stats, some information about our drivers and our classes, and also check out the link to our merch page where you can buy TCR hoodies, hats, t-shirts, track pants, mugs, pretty much everything. All of that kind of stuff is available there. And you guys will be supporting the league in getting those merch as well. You can even customize some of them with your own number and driver name or just your name, whatever you like to put on them.
Nice.
And also check out our affiliate sponsors, Fanatec, as always, supporting TCR. Thank you guys so much for that. Check out the link there in the description. And also Drink Alchemy. Check out their link and also use the code TCR for 10% off your purchase at checkout. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the commentators this week, all the drivers, stewards, everyone who works in the background on the TCR League. We really appreciate it all. We will see you guys next week on Thursday for the All-Star race. That will definitely be exciting. Until then, from Blim Machine, from Sensation, and from everyone else, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night.